Yo, what's happening, YouTube? Thank you for joining me. My name's Brent, and today I wanted to show y'all my portable fly tying station. I think anybody who's an avid fly fisherman or fly tyer at that, getting into the hobby should really consider getting themselves one of these stations together. It's not too much, just a couple little pieces. You start off with the base. You get yourself some side pieces to elevate a second layer, then you can add these flat ones and drill holes in them. Come to different shapes. This one's pretty fancy. I put a little buckle on the back. So this is my portable unit. So this whole thing actually is hinged in the middle, so you can pack it up for stowage on the go. Let's see that from the front side. So that worked out great. So you can fold it in half essentially and get a better stowage capability. But things to keep in mind when you're building it: it's nice to have this little overhang on the left side, either left or right-handed ambidextrous. You can kind of flip-flop the mirror, the pattern. But having a clamp-on unit, so if you have a flat vise, this is nice, but if you have a clamp-on, like the one I have here, having this protruded unit really gives you a nice spot to put that clamp-on vise, or a nice light, as you can see I got on here. So that helps out a lot. Another thing I added, this little spindle, partially inspired by those gas station signs you can see from miles away. Routed block with some hooks in it, holds all your long feathers and your chenilles and all your long synthetics, you know, the ones that take up a lot of the bench space. You can work in a new dimension here. Then we got just some dowels to hold some bobbins, easy day. Just drill holes to your tool sizes, and little slot compartments here for the furs and feathers. Some little pieces of plywood in there to hold them all separated. Just come more here, a couple lines on the table saw to give a place for your combs and such. You know, get a little clever with some tooling. I think I use sanding drums for these guys here. But you know, it's really up to your own personal preference for your tools you got running. Another thing to make note of, we got feet underneath. This one's got handles. This one I wanted portable, so I didn't have the handles on it. I wanted to be able to fold it without the handles protruding. I got this cork here. One, it's a nice little design with it. Got the flies wood burned underneath. But the cork actually is a sound dampening surface for when you use your hair stacker here. A little quieter. Same with this one. Got this foam pad here. I mean, these have foam on the bottom, so it really doesn't make too much of a difference anyways, but kind of helps keep the quiet midnight sessions down. I gotta re-glue that guy in there. But we had some fun with this guy here, hanging, putting magnets on it, all sorts of jazz. So having a station you can pick up and bring to a different workplace, it really aids in being able to keep this hobby neat and keep it going, because instead of having to pack it up and put it away each time, you can just keep it rolling and keep it all set up and pick up where you left off, and get a little pride and some ownership of your work and art and the craft. And, you know, that's what it's all about, is getting to it and having fun with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these little parts we got here. Here's a better look at this second one from the top. You know, nothing fancy here, just basic wood. I think most of these came from the scrap bin at school my senior year. This one I built in my basement after, but so that's kind of a nice little setup to have for tying. So now what I want to show you is some more of the material stowage. So one of the things I got was this fish pond bag. This thing is pretty epic. If I remember right, they were pretty proud of it once upon a time as far as cost goes, but if you look at the design and see the inside, you can kind of see why it's kind of worth it. So first off, pretty great bag on the outside. So first things first, big bag. This is like the Mary Poppins bag of fly fishing. Extra bins, nice outside layer with Velcro. Got little Velcro tabs. I don't know if it's on the other one over there. Just pop right off, and they're filled with plastic. So you can fill these up with your own feathers, whether you're cutting them off your own animals or whatnot, collect them on your own. Same thing here with synthetics, beads. Got this guy full of threads I made, you know, little bobbins and such. So starting off synthetics. This isn't the most organized, but we're somewhere once upon a time. Yeah, I got my capes in here, all the ones I got hung up. Those guys go in here too. This pulls open, whole nother pocket of wonders. I added this section so I could add all my hooks into one nice case here. This whole thing, Velcro, you know, that's just plain old case with Velcro glued to the back. I have my like lure spinner for like treble hooks, panther martins and such. You can make your lures with that guy. It's a pretty handy tool. It's a whole nother dimension of tying flies. You can bridge it into traditional spin around fishing. These, real nifty way to store thread. They came with crappy little Velcro, so I added some more. But cap just pops out in the end, and then you got your whole thread tube. So you got a bunch of different threads in there. A lot of room between that just half. And then you got your whole middle flap. It's got your little compartment. I keep my UV glues and some synthetics. A lot of that dried up for idle time, but whole nother section of independent, you know, extra scissors and whatnot. I have them mostly out right now. I got extra wax and such. And then you got this whole side of more feather compartments. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and just like that other side, these all come off. So that's pretty great, you know, the versatility, just being able to take off part by part and not have to take out the whole thing, you know. And then the same thing on the following side, you know, more furs. I got furs and feathers and whatnot, and more dubbing and marabou. And so this is really a great bag as far as keeping all your stuff in front of you and being able to see what you have, yet being able to stow it away efficiently and getting to what you need relatively quick, you know. Getting all your furs in one place. This is all my deer hair and such. So yeah, these bags and these fly tying stations, whether you're camping or fishing or just bringing it around the house or out to the garage, it's great to add to your arsenal. So thank you for joining me. Have a great day.